Hello folks, welcome back to the Chap's Guide. My name is Ash and I am your host on this journey through men's style, self-development and personal grooming. It's December. I'm wearing a t-shirt outdoors, it's freezing cold. There can be only one reason why I would be outdoors just after a huge storm has blown through the area. In fact, one of the trees which was blown over lies behind me in the background. But it's because it's time for an outdoor shave. I think you can tell I haven't shaved for a few days. I've been away from home and I've deliberately not shaved for 2 days because I have some new shaving products to play with and I want to show you how they perform. In fact, I want to try them. Never tried this one before. So we will come to that as we go along. What you need to know is I'm at my outdoor shaving station and I am going to get ready for this shave. So first thing I'm going to do, I've got lots of bowls of water here in front of me, as you can see, steaming away. And I'm going to dip some of this on my face. Just need to put a bit of cold water in. I don't want to burn myself because that's boiling water. I am going to just dampen my face down to start with. Get the bristles a little wet. Just let that start doing its job. Okay, so what am I using today? I am using a new product just recently sent to me. I'm not sponsored by this brand, but in any way. But the brand of Plowden Fallow wrote to me and asked me if I'd like to try their latest product. This shave cream and some shave balm. I've used their fragrance, their cologne in the past. It was excellent. What can I tell you about English leather? What I do know about Plowden Fallow, which is a pretty new company here in the UK, owned by a young chap called Richard, and this is something which he's doing in addition to his job. These new shaving products have taken some time to formulate, a little bit on the end of my brush. I'm now going to use a stainless steel container and I'm going to whip it up as we talk. Now I've corresponded with Richard a few times and he has told me, and I know he's been on a heck of a journey to get these products to be where he wants them to be. Basically, perfection. And he uses only, I believe in this lavender fragrance, only Cotswolds sourced British lavender. So top quality products, top end stuff. And I know he's struggled over the last year or so to get the perfect formulation, because I think he was intending to bring these products out a little sooner, but I don't think he got it just right, the correct formulation. And now he has achieved perfection and they are for sale. What I can also tell you before I even put it on my face is that the product itself comes in beautiful glass actual containers. We're not talking cheap plastic here, like Taylor of Bond Street, George Trumper, DR Harris, all those other brands that you're familiar with, Truffet and Hill and so on. Very, very top end stuff. There's a much more quality feel. And you get a bit more as well. You get 200 millilitres, 6.75 fluid ounces. More than you get in all of those products, the brands I've just talked about. You're getting more bang for your money. But I guess it's all in the quality, isn't it, when we put it on the skin. I'm just going to put a bit more water on the face. I want to get the bristles softened up. And as I say, this is organic essential oils sourced from the UK. It whips up rather splendidly, I can tell you that much for free. Looks great. Let's get it on that 2-day stubble and release that beautiful fragrance. Subtle. I was told by Richard that it is a subtle fragrance with warm water, which I'm using here, activates the fragrance, and it really does. It's really nice. I mean, I like lavender anyway. It's one of my favourite. I find it a very relaxing fragrance. They've done a great job. The lather is as good as any I've ever used on any product. And did I tell you the price point? £24.90. So sub 25 quid for a really large pot of fabulous organic British made shave cream. By the way, sends these all over the world. Oh, a little bit of sun coming out, I believe. That's unexpected today in December. Pleasant addition. Hope it doesn't detract from the footage. Let's get that on the skin. Okay. Let's take a razor blade to what we've got here. Just get that off my lips. Don't want to eat the stuff, although I'm sure it tastes fine. I am using a Rockwell 6S razor with a first use Gillette Nasset razor in there. Just going to dip it into the water and I'm going to go to work on the skin. Let's get rid of that stubble. I've got the most aggressive setting on this adjustable razor and it is scything through the hair, the stubble on my face. The shave cream doing its job perfectly. Let's just do the other side. I do love it when I'm contacted, or I get in contact sometimes with new brands who are just starting off and you're a little bit unsure what it's going to be like, and then when they come to you with their product and you discover it's amazing, it's better than other ones which are on the market, and it's at a more affordable price point. It is so wonderful to see that the big brands, and in this instance of course, talking about shaving products, you know, we are talking about Taylor of Old Bond Street, George Trumper, Truefit and Hill and so on. You know, it's great that new brands can come along and surprise us. It's a really pleasant but subtle odour of lavender coming off this shave cream. It really is lovely, quite pleasant. There we go. Almost done my first pass, mostly with the grain. Just touch it up. I was away with my family on the weekend, spent the weekend up in London, and I used a disposable razor. I didn't take my razor with me. I used a disposable one. And I gotta say, there is no pleasure in shaving in one of those plastic disposable razors. Awful. Okay, bit more water on the face again. There we go. Face is damp. Feeling good. Let's put some more. I mean, there's loads and loads of cream, and all I did was basically just dip the tip of my brush in there. Let's get that on the skin. Give it a good old scooch around. I love the fragrance. Subtle, but it's there. You know what I mean? It's just pleasant, endearing. There we go. Already. Oh, it goes on so lovely. This is the equal of any of those top brands, I'd say, if not a little better, for the way that it goes on the skin and the fragrance that it offers up as one is doing so. Under the nose, you get loads and loads of lather as well. There we go. Back on with the Rockwell 6S. Let's get that into play. Get that off the skin there. Just shaving across the grain now. As I say, brand new razor, so it's sharp, keen as hell. It's getting the job done. One would say rather well. Let's do the other side. It's going to be a quick shave today. I'm not going to hold you guys up if you're enjoying this with me. You might think the guy's nuts. He's outdoors in December having a shave. Oh, I've cut myself. What is it all about? Well, I'm a bit of an outdoors guy, to be honest. Being in nature is where I bring the greatest joy into my life. And every opportunity to spend time in nature even doing the mundanity of things like shaving and so on, for me, it's a pleasurable experience. Let's get rid of this stubble. I'll feel like a new man. Not much fun having facial hair for me, I'm afraid. I know. Right, I saw a survey the other day. 40% of men in the UK now wear facial hair. So, you know, it's down to 60% of us who shave. So I find that shaving is becoming something of a luxury. I'm often find myself in rooms, meetings, whatever, doing the things that I do, my business, and I'm the only man in the room who's clean shaven. And I think it's a bit of a sign of opulence to have taken the time to have shaved. I now treat it as a bit of a symbol of status to be a clean shaven fellow. It's just a bit of water on the face, wash away any excess shaving foam. Just dry the skin off. Ah, that's good. Oh yeah, I can feel the skin is squeaky already. So, my habit when I've shaved is to follow up immediately either with witch hazel, or in this instance I'm going to use aftershave lotion. Now this is super cheap stuff. I got this from Super Savers, which is a chain in the UK of incredibly cheap sort of discount toiletry store. There we go. And that's it's called Forest Fresh. Right? It's really inexpensive. It's about £3 a bottle, but it's really good. I mean, it's one of my top tips for cheap, good aftershave lotion. The idea of that, obviously, it's an astringent. It's just antibacterial on the skin, things like that. So it just reduces the likelihood of infection, things like that. It's just really positive for the skin experience. Okay, it's tidying up here in my outdoor shave station. I put that English lavender shave cream away. That has been excellent. I'm going to follow it up, keeping in the family, the Plowden Fallow English lavender aftershave balm. Now I know this has been made with the same attention to detail as the shave cream. It is entirely naturally fragranced. I've not even turned this thing on yet. Let's get some out into the hand. Pump that into the hand, as you can see, a little bit there. And I'm just going to massage that into the skin of the face where I've just shaved. Ooh, now this has got much more lavender fragrance. How lovely. Very charming smell indeed. Rub that in. And it's absorbing quickly, easily, pleasingly into the skin. And of course I'm moisturizing the skin. I've just dragged a razor blade over it. It's not nice. The skin doesn't like it. So we are now bringing a bit more life to it. Any excess on the hands, put it elsewhere on the face. Some moisturizer does the job for us. Why ever not? Why would we waste even the tiniest bit of it? Okay, so we've shaved using lovely Plowden Fallow English lavender shave cream. We have protected the skin with some incredibly cheap aftershave lotion. We've also used some aftershave balm, Plowden Fallow's English lavender. Wonderful smell. Now I'm going to finish off just to add a beautiful fragrance to myself. And today I'm sticking with Plowden Fallow. And I'm going to use their Squire Jack fragrance. Now I know they make a number of wonderful fragrances. Look at this beautiful box this comes in here. Comes in it with a little wax seal on top. It's got an image of a Victorian gentleman. Now I happen to know that this Squire Jack fragrance was inspired by a famous Victorian British eccentric gentleman called Mad Jack. I forget his surname. Mad Jack. Let me check it. I've got it written in my pocket. Where is it? Mad Jack Myton. He was famous, I've written this down, famous for owning 1,000 hats and 3,000 shirts. And it is an aromatic, oriental, woody fragrance. Again, all sourced and created by essential oils here in the UK. Very, very high quality being made. Look at this. Solid metal lid. Solid metal. Lovely little container. £88 this, by the way. So not terribly expensive for 50 millilitres. Let's get a bit of that on the skin. Masculine, woodsy, very, very nice fragrance. Squire Jack by Plowden Fallow. So, just to run through what we've done here today, 2 passes, one with the grain, one against the grain, to give the skin a beautiful soft feel, having not been shaved for 2 days. I started off by shaving using Plowden Fallow's English Leather Shave Cream. Excellent stuff. One of the best shave creams out of a tub that I've ever used. It is the equal, if not the better, of the big British powerhouses of shave cream. And I'm talking Taylor of Bond Street, George Trumper, you know, DR Harris, Trufford and Hill. This is as good, if not better, in my opinion. It comes in a glass container, which is going to be reused after I've used all of this stuff in here. I'm going to put it to use in my home. It is a feel of quality. If you're thinking about giving a gentleman in your family a high quality Christmas gift for £25, you're going to do quite well there. After I shaved, I used some inexpensive aftershave lotion, Forest Fresh from Super Saver here in the UK. Actually does a really good job. Then I moisturised my skin using Plowden Fallow English Lavender Aftershave Balm. I didn't tell you, this was £29, I believe, so just under £30. Really big bottle of the stuff. How much is in there? 120 millilitres. Again, glass, right? Real quality feel to this stuff. It's not like a lot of these disposable throwaway ones that you encounter. You're buying something which feels quality driven. And to finish off, that Squire Jack Eau de Parfum. Really quite strong stuff. I mean, I wore this yesterday. I could smell it all day and many, many hours into the evening. And as I say, it's a woody, oriental, aromatic fragrance which has charisma, just like Mad Jack Myton, who it was named after. An English eccentric who actually blew all his money and ended up dying in debtor's prison. Yet, on his journey through life, he enjoyed the sins of the flesh, up to the point that he owned, as I said, 1,000 hats and 3,000 shirts. I may be heading in that direction myself, but at least I'll be doing so cleanly shaven and feeling baby bottom smooth here today. So, thank you to Plowden Fallow. As I say, not sponsored by them, just merely somebody who wanted to share with you a quality item as it crossed my path. So why not give it a try? I'll put a link to their website in the show notes below. Makes no difference to me if you buy anything. I'm not related to them. I don't financially benefit if you visit their site or buy anything. I'm just telling you, I use their products and I think they're great. And perhaps if you like quality, organic British stuff, it might be worth you looking into them too, because their price point is amazing compared to in front of you. It feels much higher quality than the actual price point suggests. And you don't encounter that every day these days. So folks, there we go. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, like, subscribe, send me a question, support the channel by buying me a coffee or even becoming a patron. And if you do, I'd be glad to see you if you follow the show notes, the link in the show notes below. So until we next meet, absolutely smooth as you can be, take care.